Hi everyone, I'm Anna from your Insight team, and today we're diving into a topic many of you have been asking about. How to fix tight hamstrings with just a few easy steps. So whether you're a runner or a yogi or just in your daily life sitting a lot, these 5 steps can be a game changer. Tight hamstrings can cause a lot of limitation in your movement, but it's not only about that. When your hamstrings are really tight, that can cause your hip to tilt in this direction, which will cause your shoulders to come into this direction to keep you in a unhealthy kind of balance, and then your posture looks like this, which can and will cause back pain. So it's not just about moving freely, it's about your overall well-being, a healthy posture, and being able to move freely in your daily life and on your yoga mat. We will go beyond usual asanas and really look at how your hamstrings work to stretch them more effectively. Ready? Let's go to the mat. So, step 1 might be a little bit unusual because before we are going to stretch your hamstrings, I want you to contract them. You can come into a kind of high lunge position and bring your hands on your front thigh. And you can really lean into your front leg. So now you can push your hips back like this, and then you scoop your hip under a little bit. So you're not here, you're scooping your hip under. And then you can push with the front heel down into the ground really strong until you feel the back of your leg engage. So this is your hamstring, or your hamstrings, because it's actually 3 muscles. And you really, really want to push down into that heel to feel the power, the fire of your hamstring. You want to tire out these strong muscles, because when they're tired, it's more easy to stretch them. Really, really push into the ground here. Good. So you can do that. Maybe you want to pulse a little bit as well. And when you feel like the muscle is warm and already a little bit tired, that's just the right spot to start your stretching routine. Step 2, just comfortably lie down on the ground. So you're lying on your back, and you can bring the leg that was in front in the first exercise. You can bring the leg closer. The thigh wants to be in a line towards the ground. And then you can just point your foot and then lift your foot up and flex your foot. Bring your heel down. One more time. Point, bring it up, flex, bring it down. What this is doing is we are working with the sciatic nerve. The sciatic nerve runs down the back of your legs towards the soles of your feet. And nerves don't like to be stretched. So nerves like to glide. And this exercise teaches your sciatic nerve that it's safe to move like this. And even when we're stretching later, that it's not a problem. Because when the sciatic nerve gets triggered, that will cause your hamstring to tighten. Okay, to bring a little variation into this, you can flex your foot here when it's down and bring it up in a flexed position. And then you can pump the foot a little bit. Pump, pump, pump. And flex again and bring it down. Bring it up in a flexed position. Pump, 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 pump. Flex, bring it down. All right. You can do that on both sides. So when your nerves are gliding, we can start the stretching. And I would like to start the step 3 in a forward fold. You can just come into your Uttanasana. And in your forward fold, please bend your knees. With your knees bent, you can tilt your pelvis to lift your sitting bones up. The sitting bone is the starting point of your hamstrings. Your hamstrings go from your sitting bone to both sides of your knee. So you want to lift your sitting bone up to stretch your hamstrings. And because your hamstrings, just like everything else in your body, is not a straight line, but has curves, you want to add a little bit of rotation here. So you can gently push your heels outside, lift your sitting bones up. So your legs are doing an internal rotation while you lift your hip up. You can bring your fingertips down, bring your elbows to the side, and let your shoulders sink down towards your ears. This will also intensify the stretch on your hamstrings. All right, now lift your chest up a little bit. Bring your hands below your shoulders. And we've been working on this leg. It's my right leg. And this is why I will shift the weight to the right foot now, bend the right knee, and then lift the left leg up. You can flex the leg that's in the air, the foot, and push the heel back to straighten the leg. Now, internally rotate the left leg. Bring the left hip side down and lift the right hip side up. With the spine lengthened to the front, bring the weight to the heel of the standing leg. This is a very intense stretch for this leg, for this hamstring. All right. Come back for step 4. Step 4 is also maybe a little bit unusual. We will use a principle called reciprocal inhibition. Reciprocal inhibition just means that when you flex one muscle, the other muscle on the other side of the body will stretch. For example, when I flex my biceps, my triceps is getting stretched. Reciprocal inhibition. And we can use that for the hamstrings as well. And therefore, we want to engage the quads and the piriformis. So you can come to a camel pose, kind of camel pose, but we're not going into a back bend, but you can lift your pubic bone up, hug yourself, and then lean back. Lean back. Now use your quadriceps and your psoas to come up. Ooh. Okay, 5 more times. Lean back all the way until you feel like you can't go further. And then with the strength of the front side of your legs, you come out. 1 more time. No, exactly, it's 3 more times. Oi, oi, oi. Come back. This will help you to stretch the backside of your legs. Even if it doesn't feel like this right now. Now, 1 last time. Lean back. It will help to release tension on the backside. Good. Now we are ready for the final step. You can come into a low lunge. This is the leg that we've been working on. And here in your low lunge, you can come to a half Hanuman, half splits. But don't drop your hip down here. Stay a little bit more up. Tuck the back toes and lift your heart to the front. Now, flex the front foot. Keep the knee slightly bent and internally rotate. I also like to put my hand on the sitting bone here, and then you can internally rotate the leg. So the toes and the knee are pointing to the side. Really internally rotate and then push the hip back into the hand to stretch the backside of the right leg. Lift your spine to the front and melt your heart down towards your chin bone. Now, to use the reciprocal inhibition again, you can rotate back to the front, bring both hands down, and then lift your heel up. Oh my God, my psoas is burning right now, but stay there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it a little bit to the front and down, and melt your heart down. Okay, you can walk with your fingertips to the front, bend your elbows to the side, keep your spine long, 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 your foot flexed, and push your hip back. So this is how I stretch my hamstrings. I hope these 5 steps will help you to understand your body a little bit more and to unlock some more flexibility in your tight hamstrings. If you liked this video, if you're interested in yoga, if you want to learn more about anatomy in your own body, we have a lot of more content for you to explore. You can just click here and find out what it's all about. And if you would like to see every new video that we publish, I would recommend you to just subscribe to our channel and stay up to date. See you next time.